Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, I'm actually going to be servicing my truck, which usually the mechanic's car is the one that's always the most broken down, because all we do is just band-aid it. So I've had the cabin filter and the engine air filter for like over a month now, and I'm finally now getting to replace it. But I'll show you guys in this video. Like I said, it's a 21 Silverado with the Baby Max, a 3.0 inline six, and this is how you replace your engine air filter. Follow along. So you have your air box, right? You're going to want to remove your mass airflow sensor right here, right? There's this little red tab that I use a screwdriver to just pry on and push the security clip out of the way back, and then you just pinch and pull on the connector to get it off, right? You release the tab, see how it pushes in, you release it, it should come out fairly easily. And then there's three 8mm bolts, or if you have a Phillips or a flathead, you can get in there, but you're going to need a 6-inch extension along with that 8mm. One of the bolts is where the mass airflow sensor is. You just move this wiring harness out of the way. That's one. There's another one on this side, located between the reservoir, coolant reservoir, and you can see it. The screw that goes right there. Like I said, 6mm extension, and a long 8mm gets you enough to get it out. The third bolt that you need to remove is right here, if you follow along the side. From there, then I just release this clamp for the intake hose. That you just use your screwdriver. It's a Phillips flathead. Excuse me, it's a flathead, not a Phillips. And then you just move up on this, and then it's just a little bit of maneuvering, which I may need both hands for this. One moment. All right, so you have to kind of push away from you, right, to get some of these tabs to clear, so that you're able to, push and lift up on the air filter. Like most things on my truck, I tend to do them before they're recommended. I at least try to clean it, once a year. Sorry, my air filter, but it's pretty dirty. I used to go OEM with a lot of stuff, but now I'm just, aftermarket and stuff. Since I've had the shop, I've only bought from O'Reilly's, and I haven't had any issues really. And for us in the shop, their warranty is pretty good in regards to returning parts, because either they're defective or they're not, they don't work properly right off the back, which I'll have a rant on that probably in a separate video, because it's extremely frustrating installing new parts and them not working out, or just defective. And I had that with OEM as well, not just aftermarket stuff. So like I said, that'll be probably another video where I rant about that. All right, so this is the new part. The part number is right there. It is green, and like I said, it's the O'Reilly's brand of air filter. But you see how it has a little flat shape that goes towards the engine, and then you just slide this in, put your bolts in, your 3 bolts, the hose clamp. Don't forget to tighten that up, and then that's how easy it is to get to replace your engine air filter on a Silverado. In this video, the second part of this video will be for the in-cabin air filter. I also haven't replaced that in a while, and then I'll show you guys, like I said, in the second half of this video. All right, don't mind the mess, but those are the shin guards. My old ass is still playing soccer from time to time, trying to relive my prime days. But anyways, so for the air filter, you just open this up right here, right? And then you're going to press, I'm going to need 2 hands, but you're going to press inward on the glove box right here. And then when you press in, you'll be able to create enough gap so that the can't think, the glove box can come out. Just be mindful because all of this stuff might fall off if you have it full. So with it removed right from those two little tabs right here, if you go to the driver's side, you're going to see this little piston rod right here, which you're at the tip, you're going to squeeze and you'll be able to slide that that little rod out of the way so that you can fully remove the glove box. So like I've said, it's I may need two hands for this. Yep. Oh, 1 second. So I guess mine fell off. So there's, I guess, another similar clip that goes onto here that snaps on, right? And I guess mine is loose, probably from the last time I did it. So yours may not come out, mine did. If you do, then you just push it there for it. So from there, you're going to look up and you're going to see the cover for the air filter right here. And all you have to do for this one is you push this tab right here, right? So right here, and then you're able to slide it in that direction and it comes out. So for this, you push the tab and then you slide towards the driver's side to get it out. And that is how you get it. Pay attention to the airflow. I'm not going to show you how dirty it is because that might be, but you know, you just remove it, put the new one in, and then you call it a day. That's how easy it is to replace the cabin air filter on a Silverado 3.0 Duramax. My car currently has 105,000 miles, and more than likely I'll be doing the oil pump belt that's located in the rear of the vehicle, which involves removing the transmission. So I'll let you guys know you know, when I'm going to be prepping for that, because like I said, that's going to be a big job, removing the transmission, especially because it's a 4x4. So that's, you know, drive shafts for the front and the rear, and then a lot of pain and headache. But yeah, if you like the video or if you found it helpful, just like the video, and as always, appreciate you guys. Until next time.